as you can see, started the seam sealing process. I'll be honest, I should have gone into this with a little bit of a technique. I don't have one, so we're going for the bead and then smear with the old finger. Trying to get all these holes filled in and then just smooth out and make sure no gaps. I figure the way that manufacturers do seam sealer, that it's so messy and stuff that I can't do much worse. Panels in. Welds weren't the greatest in some spots. Metal was real thin in some spots, but some of them look good. I'll take that. It's stout. It ain't going nowhere, which is good. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna patch this hole right here. I'm gonna do some CAD, some cardboard aided design. See what I can do. Okay, so here's the CAD cardboard aided thing. So then that's after pounding out some metal and cutting it out. I'll probably have to tack it in some places and then hammer it in because it's just a little bit off with all these weird angles, but should do the job, hopefully. I'm just knocking things out. That's pretty much done. It's all primered in. Just got to be seam sealed now. This panel's been cut, as you can see. It's panned underneath. The hole's been cut underneath. We're gonna tack it in right now. Well, I'm gonna plug weld it in. I'll cut back to that once that's done, and then I will hit it with some primer, seam seal this and seam seal that, let it dry, clean up, and then that'll be a night. And hopefully all of the patch repairs I have to make will be done by then. So let's get it done. Okay, panel in. That was pretty nasty metal that I was trying to weld to. Cleaned up a little bit, not a whole lot. Gonna hit it with some etching primer just along the seams because I don't got a lot left, so I just want enough to get around the seams, then I can seam seal it tonight. While the paint's drying, I'll seam seal that side, then come back this side and then pick up while this side seam seal's drying. All right, all sealed up. You can see, which is good. That should be really it. I kind of got a little crazy there, so I'm gonna wait for it to be dry before I put the trans tunnel back on. But I'm happy with that. I think I'm completely sealed up now. It's probably rated up to like a light rain. If it's anything heavier than a light rain, you may want to wear a swimsuit. But cleaned up. Now time to park this and go home, go to bed, because it's another late night. It's about midnight now, so catch you on the next one. Well, actually, see you in the morning, most likely. Got all the door seals open and off and wire wheeled a little bit, and then you can see the original black paint, and then I hit it with some rust stop, which is dry now. About to hit it with some self-etching, then we're gonna put some black paint all the way around this thing. So get this done, come back to you. Painting got cut short. As you can see, it's not all the way around. I didn't paint that, and this back seat is, well, halfway done. Trans tunnel, painted that little thing cover there. Got some of that painted over there. It's dirty because we were sitting in it, testing it out. Seal painted, got all of this painted up. Looks good. Just got to plug these holes. I'm gonna go get some rubber grommets this weekend. Got the wheel wells painted on both sides. So, okay, so we're under this car. Got the exhaust. As you can see, we need to, well, that's why we're replacing it. So I got to get this old muffler out of here, which I've got everything off and loose-ish, mostly. This clamp, which you can't, this clamp right here has got a little bit left on it. I've got something in my eyeballs. I already snapped the other side, so I'm gonna probably snap this side too. Here it comes, any second now. There it goes. I'll have to get another punch to get that out of there. So, but it's an easy way of doing that. Now, this next part, I don't think I'm gonna try to get it off of there. My guess is I won't. I don't think it's moving. Well, it's moving, just not the pipe. So, we're going to plan B. We're taking a Sawzall right here. Un momento while I get that. Well, it's off. Before I go any further, you guys have probably already seen all this, but we're just gonna draw it out so you guys know. So we got a triangle here, hopefully you can see this, where we've got price, quality, time. No matter what you do in life, you have to assess these three things. If you want something that's cheap but quality, you don't get time. You know, the whole triangle. So on this, we are definitely not doing quality work, right? The time is, I'll say ish, right? We're doing time-ish. And price, we're doing very cheap. So on this triangle, we're gonna fall somewhere right in here. As far away from quality as we can get, pretty cheap, kind of time-ish. Because this exhaust, as I'm about to show you, which is right here, looks like a nice exhaust. It's MagnaFlow, but it's something I've had laying in the garbage over there. The size is completely wrong. It's probably going to sound like dog shit on this 6-cylinder, but it's free because it was off of my daily, and now it's going on to this because I had it laying around. I've also bought this to adapt from here to the stock car size, also very cheap. So we're in this entire exhaust about less than $10 at this point. Now that that's explained, we'll get this mounted in there. Now again, remember, it's a new welder I'm not familiar with, and also I'm a dog shit welder, but it'll be stuck together. We're gonna ignore the other side because the other side, well, it wasn't going well for me. And this was kind of, we're gonna ignore that too. I was just tacking it and then I got carried away and just tacked the whole thing, so then it looked like shit. Oh, that's hot. Looks like shit, but it'll hold. Maybe. Talk about dog shit welds. I was trying to pull this out and do better, but the bolts up there were about to snap, so I can't get this, I guess I want to call it a down pipe. I can't get the down pipe out And so we're gonna weld it from inside the car, and that means I can't see what I'm doing. I've also got the welder turned down a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure how to work it, and I don't want to mess with it too much because it's not my welder to mess up. So I've turned it down a little bit, but this metal's so thin that it's just blowing right through, so I'm having to do tap, 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 and it's kind of making ugly welds. So, and again, I suck at welding, so that all of this combines making real shit things, but it should be hopefully airtight-ish mostly, and it will stay in the car. I gotta figure out how to hang it, but I've got something here. I'll work that out. Okay, well, it's in for the most part, I guess. I haven't tested it, and it's a crime that once I had the muffler off, I didn't start it up to see, straight pipe test. You always gotta straight pipe test your stuff, but let's hope that it doesn't fall off of the jack stands when I do this. I'm scared. Doesn't sound bad at all. In fact, it's got a little bit of throat to it. The exhaust in there, as you can see, it just dumps right here still, so I'm gonna have to extend it out to the back. I think that'll help a lot with the exhaust fumes, so once we get it out the rear, we're good there. But she's drivable. Just waiting for some MVD stuff still, because they take forever all the time. This weekend I'm gonna wash it and scrub it down with some quadruple zero steel wool, knock down some of the rust spots, and then I'm gonna order the shine juice, probably is what I'm gonna go with, and we're gonna shine it up next week, and well, we'll take it down the road next week. That'll be the first drive, I think, next week once it's all done, and then piece by piece we'll start getting into it. We'll probably go from a video a week to maybe a video every 2 weeks. I did already miss last week because I didn't get enough done. That's why I missed one last week. I only did a little bit, and busyness, so I'll try to get a little bit more done this week, so I have a video next week, and then we'll go down to maybe every couple weeks we'll throw up a video of just doing bigger stuff. Tires, need to clean up the wheels, need to do the rear brakes, little stuff from here on. Pull all the chrome off and beat it out, but. Alrighty, well, the astute of you will notice that we're under a hood, but we're not under the hood of a Chevy. We're under the hood of a Ford, as it says right there in nice white letters. We are under the hood of my '59 Ford. Some people have been asking to see about this, and well, I've been wanting to tune this carb a little bit to get the air fuels right, and today I went and picked up a vacuum gauge so I could do that. And well, I figured I'll walk you around this thing after I get this done. I've never done this before, so we're gonna take a stab at it. For you non-Ford guys, this is a '59 F250. This is a 292 Y block with a 4 on the floor, granny gear in the rear, or behind it I should say. This truck was my first car. Got it when I was 16, almost 10 years ago now. And so I drove it throughout high school and just kind of cruised around. It's a very basic truck, nothing special to it. Her name's Bouncin Betty, which is fitting to Saguaro Sally. So I'm gonna start this thing up, and we'll get this tuned up, see what we can do with it. The belt does squeal a little bit, just ignore that. We're just trying to pull as much vacuum as we can. Oh yeah, runs a lot better now, so we'll run with that. Alright, I figure I'll give you a walk around of this thing. So like I said, 292 Y block. It's the original motor. We rebuilt it maybe a few years ago, and then it sat for a few years not running, and then Finally just got it going probably about a year ago. It's been tinkered with, obviously, and it's got a Edelbrock on it, and I converted over to a GM 3-wire alternator, but still mechanical fuel pump. It's got headers on it which need to be replaced. They've got holes all over it. You could probably hear the exhaust leaks. Other than that, it's pretty much how I've had it since day one. Not done too much to it. So yeah, here's the side shot. It was painted about 10 years ago. It needs to be painted again. It's been sitting out in the sun and it's starting to fail, and well, some dents, and roof's bad, and you know, it is what it is. Some gas spillage, surface rust, you know, the normal stuff. But as you can see, there's their name, Bouncin Betty. Someone did before me, the owner before me, drilled a big hole in it, had a tack in it. I took that tack out, and I'm real upset that he drilled a hole in that, because that would have been a nice dash plate besides that. It did have the original AM radio in it when I got it. I still have it. I think it's actually under the seat. It worked, but I pulled it out, and I'm gonna have it gone through, and I'm gonna try to make it modernized. The original stuff. Other than that, it's pretty much basic bones in here. Obviously, it had been recovered, and carpet stuff. It needs to be vacuumed. It used to have a headliner in it when I first had it, and then when it was sitting for a little bit, it started to sag, so I ripped it all out and wire wheeled all the surface rust off the roof off, killed the rust that I couldn't reach, and then hit it with this white coat primer. So that's why it looks kind of nice in there. Also, working dome light, map light, whatever you want to call it. Other than that, it's a pretty simple old truck.